In the past video, I spoke about contracts and how your contracts, the ability to obtain contracts, meaning financial contracts, a long-term contract with different people within your region, can help you make a lot of money and help your race make money. I spoke about in the past, a long time ago, how vitamin D synthesis from the sun will determine how people treat you according to your race. Now, this is nothing bad or nothing good. I'm just saying science. There's advantages and disadvantages of different races. Okay, so you're on the topic of contracts. So how to put it? Let's explain what happens now. So you get lights. You're in. Let's go to Africa now. Let's go back to Africa, right? We spoke of the fact that contracts are essential. The darker skin allows the person, so people who are seeing you, people who come from different regions, especially black folks within Africa, right? I spoke many times before that dark skin tends to repel. It's a repellent, right? When a lot of quote unquote people who may be black gather together, it may cause disorder, a good time, chaos, mystery, excitement, desire. It's weird, but whatever. So I spoke about that in depth. Now, the reason why a lot of blacks don't have money, now this is not all, is it takes a while for a black man to get contracts, right? It takes a long while for him to get contracts within a particular region, which is probably Africa, or people coming in, seeing him, or if he's in another country, right? So when it's difficult, that could cause a problem. If you're Caucasian, right, you have the ability to get contracts, meaning that it could be a marriage contract, it could be a business contract, it could be any contract. Because the lighter the skin, what happens is that when you look in the mirror, right, or you see other people of that complexion, what white skin does is, looking back at yourself, it lowers the ego. The ego is your pride. It lowers it to a point where you're able to communicate and able to work with one another. So a lot of black folks, they tend to be headstrong, but also at the same time they don't cooperate. So black people don't cooperate a lot with each other, right? So it's difficult for them to work and build contracts. Black people are always fighting each other, whether it be in Africa, in the United States, Chicago, they're generally always fighting each other, right? And this is other black people, regardless if it's African, it could be Indian, people who are darker skinned always fight each other, right? Not all the time, but this is a trend. So you go up north, right? People in the Germania, they don't fight as much, okay? So as you go up, as I said before, the vitamin D synthesis allows the skin to become light. If you take a look at the eyes become blue because it's taken in vitamin D through the eyes. And not only that too, it needs to be able to absorb the light so you could see, right? So when somebody sees your pupils, they could see it dilating. They could see, okay, I could see into his soul. I could trust this guy. I could get him to build a castle. Remember, you need to understand, guys, that in Europe right now, even in the past in Europe, a lot of people in the past did not have, there weren't animals around. They weren't jungle, they weren't bears, mountain lions, maybe stuff, but most of these animals were hibernating during the winter times. Okay, so the white man's problem wasn't animals, bro. Okay, the white man's problem, his main problem that he faced was other humans, ordered military structure, right? So human beings are very ordered. So everything that they do is planned and ordered. A castle siege could take about a week, could take 10 days, weeks, right? So white folks needed to have that ability to meet people, make friends quickly, and communicate without any problems. And that's what happens. And that's why whites were able to say, okay, well, come on board. Let's work together. They didn't fight. They didn't cause any drama. And contracts were formed, right? In the black societies, they don't need to do that as much. Contracts are not formed. In the future videos, I'm going to talk about if you're white, start a business. If you're black, start a revolution. All right, I'm going to explain how revolutions can aid in your success if you're a black guy. Remember, as a black guy, in order to make money, you can't go the white man's route. Right? You cannot go the white man's route. You gotta go the black man's route, meaning that in a sense, you gotta somewhat dress somewhat black, or you can dress white, but dressing your color helps a lot. You gotta be able to influence people, right? Finesse people. You know how it is. With black guys, you gotta bullshit your way to the top. You gotta fake it till you make it, right? It's not gonna be like that for whites. Whites is order and structure. So whenever you're going with a black guy, you gotta fake it till you gotta say shit. You gotta talk shit, guys. You gotta talk shit, right? And you gotta be able to convince the person to make money. When you're talking shit, you are making a lot of money, right? Now, once you're able to get the contract by talking shit, right, you need to get a white man to handle the finances of the contract, because you being there is going to throw off the whole thing. The person may, mind you, may dishonor the contract if you are as a darker person. It may dishonor the contract. So you need to have somebody around. You need to have either dress in white clothes, or you hire a white guy to deal with it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to come back in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Holla back.